Hey family, thank you so much for joining again. This is the second take for this video. Let me go ahead and put the disclaimers on there. So take what resonates and leave the rest if it does not fit. Don't try to force it. This is a timeless reading, which means it could have already happened for you, could be happening now, could happen in the future. You can use this for a manifestation reading. So you can develop your faith and belief that these things are coming into your life and claim them as your own. Um, Remember, sometimes I'll say divine feminine, I'll mean divine masculine. In your situation, it applies. Sometimes I'll say divine masculine and divine feminine applies in your situation. So use those terms if they make sense for you. If you would like to work with me on individual couples, family, groups, speaking engagements, things like that, feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the description below if you want to work with me on attracting the love you want into your life, um, attracting the friendships, relationships that you want and deserve into your life. If you want to work with me on an upcoming interview, or you want to work with me on an upcoming, say you have an upcoming date, you want to work with me on twin flame things, getting into union, staying in union, want to work with me on, you know, attracting the riches, the wealth, the business, the jobs, the promotions, the success, the clients, the abundance that you deserve and desire into your life, feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the description below. And I'm excited about hearing from you to see if we could be a good fit to work together and we can bring some of these things into your reality. Um, so first, I thought, it makes sense to talk about the songs. So they're saying the song that came up was "You're the Best Thing That Ever Happened to Me." And I think it's Gladys Knight. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. So that song, because divine masculine, I'm saying divine masculine a lot because I'm divine feminine, but divine masculine is saying you're the best thing that ever happened to him. He knows it. He knows there's no one better than you. He knows that you're perfect for him. Um, and you know that there's no one better for you, and you know that he's perfect for you as well. The two of you know, um, and he's terrified and ecstatic about it at the same time, that he knows that you see him for who he is. And to have someone to see really recognize you is just, for him, it's unheard of. So he knows that you do. And he's so excited. He's over the moon about it. It's exhilarating, like I said. It's terrifying at the same time. And he's fallen for you. And he loves you and is afraid that you might not feel the same way. But he's working on it, just like divine feminines. If this is the case for you, divine feminines are working on it. They know that you recognize them. And it's scary, but it's also like amazing at the same time. Um, at times they might run away because they're afraid that you won't like what you see. And they keep trying to tell you, this is another song that came up. But that song, "You're the Best Thing That Ever Happened to Them," they truly believe that. Their life, since you came crashing into their life, um, everything is turned upside down, inside out, sideways, and it is the best for them. Like, they got rid of relationships that they didn't need, that were toxic or whatever. They got people into their lives that, are better for them. They came to some realizations. They might have had some rebirths, or one or more. They might have, ended some relationships and started some new ones. They might be around or be with people that are actually very supportive of them for one of the first times in their lives, and they are amazed by what you've done. And if you've not met, like, in the 3D here, and maybe you're just in touch, long distance or something, they can't believe just how much they care about you, and you're so far away from them, and it's like they feel like they're closer to you than they've ever been in any relationship with anyone else, and they haven't ever even met you, for some of you, um, in the flesh. But that's a testament to what God has brought together and what God does. God is saying this is not God. This one God said before, God don't make no junk. God don't bring together no mess. God is bringing together gold, and people are amazed by it. You both have been glowing up. You look amazing. I talked about this before. Both of you are doing amazing things. People are staring at you. You're getting a lot of people just looking at you, like men, women, doesn't really matter who it is. They recognize the beauty inside and out, and they have to say something, or they got to be near you. They got to look at you a little bit, whatever it is. And they're like, whoa, I just saw an angel, because you're like an angel. You're like, I know that, as humans, we're above the angels, and God gives the angels charge over us to make sure we don't get hurt and things like that, according to the Bible. But they it's like you're too good to be true, and you feel like this about them. They're too good to be true as well. So both of you are perfect matches for each other. And they know, like I said, that you're perfect for each other, just like you know that you're perfect for each other. But and another song that came up was I Don't Want Nobody Else But You. They know that you're one of a kind, no one else like you. You know that they're one of a kind. And maybe you feel this way about them as well. They don't want nobody else. They had many, many people in the past, whether they were dating them, whether they approached them, they got people flocking to them now, just like you got people flocking to you. You got like 10, 20 people um, chasing you, looking at you, whatever, every day, whatever, every other day. And you're saying, nah, I don't want anyone else. I don't want nobody else but you. I don't want anyone else. No one compares to you. And they're feeling like this, and they're missing you. If you're not in union, they're missing you. They're lonely because they know that there's no one like you. They feel like you're the mirror of them. If you're twin flames, that you're the mirror, that you are like them. They haven't met anyone else like them, but they know that you're like them, and they want you to be close. They can feel your energy. Um, they are really taken aback at how they feel about you, and it's kind of scary for them because, for some of you, you have not met face to face. They're like, all right, maybe they even try to stay away from you because they say it's too intense. What am I gonna do? Like, I'm gonna follow her around like a sick puppy. What am I gonna do when she finds out that I really am in love with her? And like, is she gonna be okay with it? Is she gonna accept me? And I think, for a lot of the divine masculines, they're like, okay, I don't know if she's ready for me in this energy. Like, so I'll give you an example of something. So let's say they're like, and you might do this naturally in your union, or relationship, partnership, whatever, marriage, that you might get back and forth talking to each other, um throughout the day. So you might send each other 20, 30 messages throughout the day. And maybe you only send, I don't know, 5, 10 messages. It doesn't the number doesn't matter. The thing is they're like, I don't know. So you're thinking on your side, I don't want to stop talking to you, but I know that we both have schedules to keep and so on. Um And you're like, "Okay, Imma just let it go because I know I can't ask you to just be by your phone, and stay in touch with me all day, every day." And on his side, he feels the same way, and he's like, "Okay." He takes a chance, and he's, like, sending you messages, and you're not responding, you're gone for hours and hours, and he's like, all right, she got me out here, and now I'm just out here by myself. And maybe he thinks he feels slighted. Maybe he thinks you're trying to be funny, whatever it is. And you're like, no, not trying to be funny. I didn't even think that you would be available because you know he's busy. You know that he does a lot. His schedule is jam packed. Yours is jam packed. You got work, you got classes, training, this and that. All these things that you have, like me, no kidding. No kidding. I could I could just if I really committed to it, I could be busy doing stuff 24/7, never run out of stuff to do. I always I could do it. Um and so he knows and he's like thinking he knows how much he cares about you. He doesn't know that you care about him in the same way and he's thinking like feeling some type of way because maybe you didn't get back to him right away and he wanted you to. And so maybe he disappears for a little bit. He'll come back and it can be a corrective experience for the two of you to be able to communicate with each other and work this out. For him to say, I felt like I tried to reach out and you didn't respond. And so I felt like foolish. And you can say, no, I was wanting you to do the same thing. I didn't even think that you could. And so I just kind of left it. I didn't even express that I wanted to be in touch with you, all day. So both of you can say we're on the same page, thinking the same things. We want to do the same things. Okay, fine. Let's find a way to work this out. Communication is key is the overarching theme here. Uh, one of the themes. Communication is key because both of you need to know, okay, we are in the same place. We're both in love with each other, love each other. Let's try to figure out a way to make it work. And I was talking about addictions that it's almost like you two are addicted to each other, like you crave each other. And that's what happens in the twin flame thing. Now, high level soulmates, partners, whatever might not be the same, but the twin flame thing, you feel magnetic to each other. That that it isn't a codependency. It's like you experience the other half of yourself. And now it's like there's nothing like it's the best thing since sliced bread. Nothing, you don't want to be separated. Um, like you touch each other not to be sleazy or anything, but like to feel connected to each other. But they want to hug you, they want to hold you, they want to squeeze you, they want to kiss you. It will be a very passionate reconciliation if you've been together, whether it's in a past life or in this life, in the 3D here, or whether, you know, whichever past life or, here in this life. It'll be a very passionate um reconciliation when the two of you get back together again. Um, it's it's one of those things that, like I was saying, communication is key. The two of you just need to communicate to each other. Both of you feel the same way, so that no one. I mean, of course, you're not responsible for anyone's feelings, but as much as possible, you put the truth out there so that that's not the barrier. That isn't the obstacle to the two of you um, achieving what you can really achieve in this union, this, for some of you partnerships, relationships, marriages, whatever. Um, but so I keep seeing, again and again and again, I keep seeing the parents with the kids, and I'm like, oh my goodness, so many people. See couples, see a lot of kids, divine masculine or divine feminine, if that's the case for you. They want some kids, at least one, I would say a girl, but um overall, they want kids with you. They believe you could be like their everything, their wife, the mother of their children, their business partner, their best friend, their homie, everything. You are everything. You're like 10, 20 people in one. And they've been looking, but they had not found someone like you. And now that they have, they're like, okay, trying to play it cool. They don't want to tell you necessarily, but they do want to tell you because then they would feel relieved. But they don't want to tell you because then they're like, is she going to run away? If she knows really how deeply I care for her and how like I'm obsessed with her, addicted to her, the energy that you carry, this man can cannot get enough of it. And he loves you, and he might play it off like, you know, you alright, but you notice, and it's the same with you. He ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. Both of you are here. You've been here. You don't want to leave. The energy is great. Both of you are great. Neither one of you wants to leave, and neither one of you is going to. You both want to stick it out, but this connection, when the two of you come together, to be some fireworks. And they're looking forward to it. They, turning people away. People are like, "Are you sure?" Throwing themselves at them. And they're very attractive inside and out. They're beautiful. And they get a lot of women, and, possibly have a reputation for being a great lover, I'll say it like that. And they don't want anybody else. And other people are looking at them like, "Are you sure? Why are you doing this?" And he like, "Nah, I'm good on everyone except her. She's what I want." And people, this is the first time that they've seen them doing this. And so it's puzzling, and they want to get details, and your, divine masculine is like, "Don't worry about it. It's none of your business. I handles this." So a lot of people are curious about you and wondering, who is this person that just changed their life, turned it upside down? So another song that came up was Deeper. Um, I was trying to think who made this song. I can go deeper, deeper. Uh, but that's what it is, deeper. Now you could think of it in a lot of ways, like in terms of love making. You could go deeper. Um, or you could think of it in terms of conversations, levels of conversations. You could stay on the surface and talk about sports and the weather, blah, blah, blah. You could really get into some deep stuff, or water that's deep. I had been seeing a lot of water, and I'm going to see a lot of water. Vacations, islands, I've been seeing. Um, Deeper. Like this person, you're divine masculine, or for some of you, divine feminines. Um, They're saying, "You don't know how much there is to me. There's a lot. There are depths you can't even imagine are there." To them, the life they live, the things they do, the things they have, the things that they are, the things they share, there's a lot to them. And some of it they're hiding because they don't know if you can handle that level of depth. And so the best thing that you can do, is really just communicate. I'm open, but you can't really convince anyone of anything. You're not in control of anyone's feelings. They are, they're responsible for and in control of their own feelings. So, and the same thing with all of us. Um, but I've been seeing so many, couples with kids, couples in general, and I wasn't even thinking. I've been seeing people getting married and stuff, and I think the divine masculine has too. And for a long time, he was saying, "Oh, this is," I roll with it. This is so lame. And now I think he's like getting ideas from watching other people, get married, getting ideas like, oh, I think, maybe this we could have this theme, we can do this. He kicking around ideas in his head. He like shopping for rings and thinking about you like this is what we would do, this is what I'm going to say to her, this is whatever it is. And for him, it's opened up. Meeting you, interacting with you has opened up a side of him that he never knew, or it was laying dormant, and he just hadn't been in touch with for such a long time. Same thing with you, that this interaction, this exchange with this divine masculine is opening up something, some things in you, same way they're opening up, it's opening up things in them. But things in you, you didn't know existed, you hadn't been in touch with, like I said, just laying dormant, just like him, just things that both of you didn't even know existed, some things that been lying asleep and they hadn't been awakened. Now they're awakened, like that passion, that passion. And you're going to understand more about each other deeply, deeply about each other. Um, I don't know why it came to me like that. You can't even imagine. Oh man, can't even imagine what the depths there are to him, and he can't imagine the depths there are to you. But he isn't used to seeing someone like him. And you are, and he wants to explore. So you're waiting for whatever timing to get together, and it'll happen when both of you are ready. So continue with your glow up, continue having fun, continue enjoying things, and next thing you know, the two of you are going to be in union, and I'm excited to hear about it. Hopefully you invite me to your wedding, of course, when you guys start sharing that you're getting married, and you're gonna tie the knot, and go on honeymoons or vacations, whatever. Enjoy yourself, go to some islands, ghost everyone, and just like spend time with each other, enjoying each other. um it will be a very exciting time for many, many couples, and it'll be like, for me, like a renaissance or something. But you are definitely, as twin flames, if you're twin flames, you're gonna be like the example, like the template. I've been saying that, but that's what it's supposed to be, like the example of what couples should look like. And people are gonna be watching you and modeling what you're doing. All right, everyone. So just thank you so much for joining me. I don't know if I even said that in the beginning of the video, but thank you for joining me. Looking forward to bringing you another video soon. Um, Hope you enjoyed this reading and found it to be helpful. And I want to bring you another one soon, like I'm saying, with more information. Excited about the unfolding of everything for you all and for me. And I'll look forward to seeing you again, talking with you again on a video. As always, I say happy lightning fast manifesting. All right, love y'all. Talk to y'all next time.